Budget 176 on the pushback.
Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Budget 176, runway 08 right. Budget 176, runway 08 left. Budget 176, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Budget 681, speed up.
Slam 256, runway 08 right.
Starburst 268, runway 08 right. Budget 681, cross, runway 04 left. Starburst 268, cross, runway 08 left.
Starburst 807, cross, runway 04 right. Slam 256, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 right. Starburst 807, cross, runway 04 left.
Budget 176, will land, runway 08 left.
Starburst 807, cross, runway 08 left.
Starburst 268, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 right. Budget 681, request taxi. Budget 681 on the pushback.
Budget 176, cross, runway 04 left.
Starburst 807, request taxi. Starburst 807 on the pushback. Slam 256, will land, runway 08 right.
Starburst 261, request taxi.
Slam 256, speed up.
Budget 681, runway 08 left. Budget 681, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Starburst 807, runway 08 left. Starburst 807, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Starburst 261, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Budget 176 on the pushback.
Slam 256, cross, runway 04 right. Slam 256, cross, runway 04 left. Starburst 807, will land, runway 08 right.
Starburst 268, cross, runway 04 left.
Starburst 807, speed up.
Budget 176, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Budget 681, will land, runway 08 right. Budget 681, speed up.
Slam 256, request taxi. Slam 256 on the pushback. Starburst 807, cross, runway 04 right.
Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Starburst 807, cross, runway 04 left. Starburst 807, cross, runway 08 left.
Budget 681, cross, runway 04 right.
Slam 256, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Starburst 261, cross, runway 04 left. Budget 681, cross, runway 04 left. Budget 681, cross, runway 08 left.
Starburst 807, request taxi. Starburst 807 on the pushback.
Starburst 261, request taxi. Starburst 261 on the pushback. Slamjet 204 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681 on the pushback.
Budget 176 cross runway 04 right. Budget 176 cross runway 04 left.
Slamjet 256 will land runway 08 right.
Budget 700 will land runway 08 right.
Slamjet 204, request taxi. Slamjet 204 on the pushback. Starburst 268 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681, line up runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 will land runway 08 right.
Budget 681, cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Budget 176 on the pushback.
Slamjet 256 cross runway 04 left.
Slamjet 204, line up runway 08 left.
Budget 700 cross runway 04 right.
Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Starburst 883 cross runway 04 left.
Budget 700 cross runway 08 left.
Slamjet 204 cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Budget 176 cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 cross runway 04 right. Slamjet 256 request taxi.
Starburst 261 will land runway 08 right.
Slamjet 256 on the pushback.
Budget 700 request taxi. Budget 700 on the pushback.
Budget 681 cross runway 04 right. Budget 681 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681 cross runway 08 left.
Starburst 883 on the pushback. Slamjet 256 cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left. Starburst 807 request taxi.
Starburst 261 cross runway 04 right. Slamjet 204 will land runway 08 right. Budget 681 on the pushback. Starburst 261 cross runway 08 left.
Budget 110 will land runway 08 right.
Budget 176 cross runway 04 right.
Blue Star 576 will land runway 08 left.
Budget 176 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 268 cross runway 04 right.
Slamjet 256 will land runway 08 left.
Starburst 268 cross runway 04 left. Starburst 261 on the pushback.
Slamjet 256 speed up.
Blue Star 576 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 883 runway 08 right.
Starburst 268 cross runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left.
Slamjet 204 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681 runway 08 right.
Budget 700 will land runway 08 left.
Starburst 883 cleared for takeoff, runway 08 right.
Blue Star 491 will land runway 08 left.
Budge 110 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 268 request taxi. Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Starburst 807 slow down.
Budget 700 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 261 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left. Blue Star 491 cross runway 04 left.
Budget 176 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Slamjet 204 request taxi. Slamjet 204 on the pushback.
Starburst 883 will land runway 08 right. Starburst 883 will land runway 08 left. Starburst 883 speed up. Budge 110 on the pushback.
Starburst 649 on the pushback. Blue Star 576 line up runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 cross runway 04 right. Starburst 807 cross runway 04 left.
Slamjet 204 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Budget 176 will land runway 08 left.
Blue Star 491 on the pushback. Starburst 268 will land runway 08 right.
Starburst 807 cross runway 08 left. Budge 110 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Budget 176 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 261 speed up. Starburst 649 line up runway 08 left. Budget 681 cross runway 08 left. Slamjet 204 will land runway 08 left. Starburst 649 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 on the pushback. Slamjet 256 will land runway 08 right.
Blue Star 491 line up runway 08 left. Budget 681 on the pushback. Starburst 261 cross runway 04 right. Starburst 268 cross runway 04 left.
Budget 176 request taxi.
Slamjet 204 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 883 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Budget 176 on the pushback.
Starburst 649 will land runway 08 right.
Budget 700 expedite off.
Starburst 268 cross runway 08 left. Blue Star 576 cross runway 04 right. Starburst 261 cross runway 08 left. Blue Star 576 cross runway 04 left.
Slamjet 256 cross runway 04 right.
Slamjet 204 on the pushback.
Starburst 883 speed up. Starburst 883 expedite off.
Budget 176 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Budget 700 cross runway 04 right.
Starburst 261 request taxi.
Slamjet 256 cross runway 08 left.
Starburst 649 cross runway 04 right.
Budget 700 cross runway 04 left. Budget 700 cross runway 08 left.
Starburst 649 cross runway 04 left.
Budget 176 speed up.
Blue Star 491 cross runway 04 right. Starburst 268 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Big Jet 516 will land runway 08 right. Slamjet 256 on the pushback.
Budget 700, request taxi.
Starburst 883 cross runway 04 left.
Blue Star 635 will land runway 08 right. Blue Star 635, speed up.
Starburst 807 cross runway 04 right.
Slamjet 204 will land runway 08 left.
Starburst 807 cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 268 will land runway 08 right. Starburst 649, request taxi. Starburst 649 on the pushback.
Starburst 807 cross runway 08 left. Starburst 883 request taxi. Starburst 883 on the pushback. Budget 110 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Blue Star 491 on the pushback. Blue Star 287 will land runway 08 right.
Big Jet 545, speed up.
Starburst 853 cross runway 08 left. Slamjet 204 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681 cross runway 04 right.
Starburst 807 on the pushback. Slamjet 256 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Blue Star 576 will land runway 08 left. Starburst 261 cross runway 04 left.
Budget 176, cross runway 08 left.
Budget 681 cross runway 04 left. Starburst 853 on the pushback. Blue Star 635 cross runway 04 right. Slamjet 204 on the pushback. Starburst 268 cross runway 04 right. Blue Star 576 cross runway 04 left. Starburst 649 line up runway 08 left.
Slamjet 256 expedite off.
Budget 681 cross runway 08 left. Starburst 261 request taxi. Starburst 261 on the pushback. Blue Star 635 cross runway 08 left. Big Jet 127 will land runway 08 right. Starburst 268 cross runway 08 left. Blue Star 287 cross runway 04 right.
Budget 110 cross runway 04 right. Starburst 883 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left. Big Jet 516 request taxi.
Big Jet 545, cross runway 04 left.
Big Jet 516 on the pushback.
Starburst 853 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left. Budget 774 will land runway 08 right. Blue Star 576 on the pushback. Starburst 649 speed up. Blue Star 635 request taxi. Starburst 268 on the pushback.
Big Jet 580, cross runway 04 right.
Slamjet 204 cleared for takeoff runway 08 left.
Starburst 883 will land runway 08 right. Slamjet 256 on the pushback.
Big Jet 580, cross runway 04 left. Budget 700, cross runway 04 right. Big Jet 545 on the pushback.
Blue Star 491 will land runway 08 left.
Budget 110 cross runway 08 left.
Blue Star 287 request taxi. Blue Star 287 on the pushback. Starburst 261 runway 08 right.
Starburst 807 cross runway 04 left.
Blue Star 491 cross runway 04 left. Budget 681 runway 08 right.
Big Jet 580, cross runway 08 left.
Budget 110 on the pushback.
Starburst 261, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 right. Big Jet 127 cross. Runway 04 right.
Big Jet 516, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Blue Star 576, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Starboard 807, request taxi.
Budget 176, cross runway 04 left.
Big Jet 710, expedite off.
Big Jet 580 on the pushback. Budget 700, cross runway 04 left.
Starburst 268, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left. Starburst 853, cross. Runway 04 left.
Slam 256, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Starburst 261, will land. Runway 08 right. Blue Star 491, request taxi. Starburst 261, expedite off. Blue Star 491, on the pushback. Slamjet 204, request taxi. Budget 681, left turn.
Budget 700, cross runway 08 left.
Slamjet 204, on the pushback. Blue Star 576, cross. Runway 04 left. Blue Star 635, runway 08 right.
Slam 256, will land. Runway 08 right.
Blue Star 635, runway 08 left. Blue Star 635, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Budge 800, cross. Runway 04 left. Big Jet 516, will land. Runway 08 right.
Starburst 649, cross. Runway 04 right.
Big Jet 545, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 right.
Budge 800, cross. Runway 08 left.
Blue Star 287, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left. Budget 774, cross. Runway 04 left.
Starboard 883, cross. Runway 04 right.
Budget 700, request taxi.
Budge 110, runway 08 right.
Starburst 649, cross. Runway 08 left. Big Jet 127, on the pushback.
Blue Star 585, cross. Runway 04 right. Starburst 807, runway 08 right.
Blue Star 635, cross. Runway 04 left. Budget 774, cross. Runway 08 left. Blue Star 287, will land. Runway 08 right.
Starburst 883, cross. Runway 04 left.
Big Jet 545, cross runway 04 left.
Slamjet 204, runway 08 right. Runway 04 left. Budget 681, on the pushback.
Budge 800 on the pushback.
Big Jet 580, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 right.
Budge 110, will land. Runway 08 right. Blue Star 585, cross. Runway 04 left. Slam 256, cross. Runway 04 right.
Budget
106, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left. Slamjet 204, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 right.
Budge 254, cross. Runway 04 left.
Big Jet 710, cross. Runway 08 left.
Big Jet 580, will land. Runway 08 right.
Starburst 649, request taxi. Blue Star 635, request taxi. Starburst 649, on the pushback.
Blue Star 585, cross. Runway 08 left.
Starburst 853, cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Slam 256, cross. Runway 04 left. Big Jet 516, cross. Runway 04 right.
Big Jet 545, on the pushback.
Starburst 883. Request taxi.
Blue Star 491 will land runway 08 left. Starburst 268 cross runway 08 left. Slamjet 204 cross runway 0.
Land runway 08 right. Budget 176 cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 right. Budget 700 cleared for takeoff. Runway 08 left.
Starburst 853 will land runway 08 right.
Starburst 618 will land runway 08 right.
Budget 0. Request taxi.
Starburst 209 will land runway 08 right.
Big Jet 710 on the pushback.
Budget 254 on the pushback.
Budget 176 will land runway 08 left.
Slam to 256 cross runway 08 left.